Another one. Today I'm going to give you some stock market predictions based off of the indicators that I just bought. Now these are based off of a paid indicator called the Pulse Algo. I believe that's what they're called. I made a video about it yesterday, but I'm going to make a lot of my. I'm going to look at a couple stocks and kind of give you my opinion on what I think is going to happen today. Now, if you haven't watched that video, make sure you check it. Check it out, the one I made yesterday, because I'm going to go into this whole idea on how I do options. And you can do options. You can just buy and sell if you want, but I'm making these videos based off of those that want to do options. So I'm going to look at a couple stocks and kind of give you my input before the stock market opens and kind of give my prediction on what I think is going to happen, at least in today, at least in the first couple hours. Because that's really all I can do with just doing it by the hour. I'll look at the day too, overall. But right now, let's look at the S&P 500. Now, doing based off of the indicators of Pulse Algo, we can see that it's entered into red right here, and we see that it did go down. So what's going to end up happening, at least within the first couple hours, is I think it's going to continue to go down a little bit, but then it's going to start bouncing up. So these lines, if you had the oscillator here, the lines are going to go red. The red, it's going to go maybe the first 5 hours or so, and the red lines down here are going to get smaller and smaller, and then it's going to turn green. And what's going to happen then? It's going to turn into this dark green, and then it's going to, basically, the price will go up. So where we'll be by the end of the day, let's look at the day real quick. So that's just the first couple of hours. Let's look at the day. As the day goes, for the overall day, it'll probably end up going down by the end of it. It'll sort of start going up, but then it's going to go down. That's what I'm thinking. Because you got these, and you can see also with these indicators, it works really well if you did call options on the day. If I wanted to do it on the day instead, so you see this moment where there's a red right here. So if I were to buy an option and I base it off of a 7-day period, you can see that this part right here turned green. So we just look at 7 days worth. 7 days worth, it went up just 0.41. So to make more profit, I would probably stick with doing it by the hour or by the 5 minute, because you would have lost if you bought a week's contract. You would have lost, right? Well, you wouldn't have lost. You just wouldn't have made a lot of money. So stick with the hour. But as the day goes, it's gonna go down by the end of the day, because the green here is gonna turn. It's gonna turn as a day. It's gonna go up overall. It's gonna go down by the end of the day. It's my opinion. Let's look at a couple more stocks. Let's look at Amazon. Okay, let's look at by the hour. Okay, well this is, let's see, let's look at these real quick. So, it's going to end up going, it's going to start to go down, but then it's going to go back up. See these red lines? They're big right now, but in a couple, I think about 10 hours or so, or something around there, the red's going to turn and get smaller, and then it's going to start going up. So it's going to be red most of the day, and then it's going to go up. My prediction. So let's look at it real quick on a day. So overall, it is down overall. So from these indicators, if you're looking up this from a daily standpoint, the green down here is going to get smaller, and then the price is going to go down on a daily viewpoint. But by the hour, which is what I use when I do options, by the hour it'll go up, but then it's gonna go back down. So a lot of these are gonna have like a brief moment up, then it's gonna go down. Let's look at, let's see, another one. AMC, which is pretty popular. Okay. So AMC, pretty much the same thing I think is going to go on. And right here, we already have a signal to sell. So that is telling me right now that right now, before the stock market opens, it's a good time to put in for a put. So because the market, AMC is going to be going down. You have two different indicators here. You have the sell, which is right here, and we have the indicators red right now. So it's indicating that it's going to go down, basically. So I would actually, this would be a good point to do a put for anything below $18. So anything, so what's going to happen here? The oscillator is going to, the red lines are going to get smaller, and I think this one is just going to go down. So yeah, AMC is going to be just shooting down today. That's what I'm at. Let's look at it real quick on a daily. Yeah, we can see the trend right here as well. On a daily standpoint, it's gone up. But now you see the green starting to get smaller and smaller. That means because the price is going to be going down. So AMC is actually a good one to do an option for today. If I were to do an option for AMC, I would do AMC, let's see. I would do an option for anything, well, an option for a put, anything around the $18 or below. That's what I would do today. Let's look at one more stock. Let's see. Amazon. Netflix. Yeah, let's look at Netflix real quick. Okay, so Netflix, I believe, last time it had the signal, it was a while. It's been a while for the signal to show up. And the whole reason I use the oscillator is because it helps you find the moments to get in when, the signal doesn't show up. But I think that Netflix it's going to start to go down a little bit, but then it's going to have a little bounce up. So we see the red here. The red lines they're going to start getting smaller, and then it's going to turn into green like it does over here. It's going to turn into dark green, and the price is going to start to go up. So that might be at the end of the day, it's my opinion. Let's look at this real quick on the day. Okay, on the day, it's saying it's going to go down. Can we see here in the green? If you're doing this on the long term with puts, if you're doing a long term puts, let's say a week out, 2 weeks out, it's going to go down because you can see that these green lines are getting smaller and smaller. That signals that the price is going to go down. So Netflix is on a downtrend right now, in my opinion. So anyway, those are some stocks that I'm looking at. These videos are not financial advice, but I use these indicators to kind of help me. The one that I do, I personally only focus on SPY because SPY has the most, like, it has a lot of volume. It covers mostly all the top stocks out there, so you know that there's a lot of movement with it. So anyway, if you guys like this video, tomorrow I'll probably give you another predictions on stocks, and I'm going to check on this video, see how accurate I am on my predictions, things like that. So tomorrow I should be giving you guys another stock prediction video. Other than that, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in future videos.